side with On the Hunt, a Pantheon there to follow up, charging over. I mean, maybe Malphite would have been better in terms of the snap engage you can get from it, and we have seen it from G2 already against MKOI.
I think Malphite's a much weaker lane into Jace.
Sure.
But also Jhin, Azir, like, they're going to hit you from over there. 13-0 when playing any other team. He's 0-2 when he plays G2.
Wow, okay. Well, Busio, hang on, very low. Ignite goes down to Dan Samus, Busio has to step away.
Blitz trying to step forward, flash away from Sullivan, the fourth shot from the Jhin, finds enough to take the kill. It's about to praise Hansama on this Sivir. 9 wins in a row on the pick, but the KC bot lane coming up. Trump down towards this bottom side, but looks like he's going to reset. The ward will come in. Oh, in fact, like doesn't. Well, it does have the ward, doesn't put it down. Busio, shadowing strike there for the CC. No way out for him, really. No dredge line possibility. Skewmon stays around a little bit longer down there, which is why Skewmon could stay around, but not the best from Busio. He evens out the score down towards that bottom side. Now with the TP in, Yahoo tries to flash away, shadowing strike there for the CC. Busio comes in with a Hex Splash, and Yahoo teleports in and loses half his health immediately. Skewmon stacking up his passive. Does have the flash. Yahoo no longer has that summoner. Flash forward with the mount up. They'll go for Yahoo. The CC chain on him, not enough. Shifting Sand Shield will not save him. A 1-for-1 the exchange. Support or combat between Busio and LeBron.
So yeah, versus G2.
Do exactly that. Yike, not yet level 6, doesn't have the Impale to pull Skewmon back under the turret.
Yeah, just a level 6.
So we look back at the exchange that happened here in the middle lane. Yahoo working with his jungler to try and punish Caps. And just as Yike arrives, Skewmon does the same thing. He does have to commit his flash. When you give him these champions to have that type of agency, he will find a way to have impact. And we may very well see it right now as he's
comes across, flashes over the wall as well as he brings down the hammer on Caps and finds the kill. It's nice impact there for the chase follow-up. Impale lands onto Skewmon as well. LeBron here to try and save his jungler, and he does exactly that with the heal. Keeps him alive just in time. LeBron may have sacrificed his own life for it, but in fact, KC back away from the play. Reaction from Busio from the mid lane as he starts to walk across. It will be a 2-for-1 exchange as LeBron comes in as well. Unstoppable onslaught from Broken Blade as he tries to join the play. They'll jump onto Busio. Decimating smash there for the knock of Kana trying to come in from the top side. Jumps onto Caps immediately and gets the kill. Shield bolt onto Kana. Now in the midst of 3 members of G2 and KC have lost 1. Could double Impale, but I don't think they have the damage because Yahoo's sitting on components. Yike's gonna fall as well as Yahoo has to flash away. It's a triple for Skewmon. He's got 6 to his name.
Skewmon stands strong like the Spartans of old, as in the face of KC, he just takes the fight. Kill after kill, recognizing that without Kana, they just don't have the damage, and the fight simply goes their way. Now Caps returns.
There's the stun. Skewmon gets in range for the shield bot with the Aegis Assault movement speed, and he's scooped back, but he still has flash. Skewmon.
Kana will get 500 kills. Congratulations to him.
Pivots down. It's not going to do too much. Busio Hex flashes across the wall. There's the Grand Starfall. Skewmon feeling more defensive with that one than aggressive.
I mean, he's after the proxy here. He just wants to clear out the wave so he can go back to base.
I think it was an if it hits, it hits, and if not, I'm going for the minion wave. But Yike, realizing that Broken Blade is a little bit deeper than he would like to be, goes in with the Ishtal's impact, gets the CC against the wall, decimating smash. Kana dodges to the side of it. Not the entire chasm contained there by Broken Blade, and you got the proxy.
I mean, it's going to be a good death.
Is he going to get this? He gets
the
next wave as well. When the Rel is looking for the engage. There's a bit of vision here for KC as Yike will step into it. The control ward down, Shadowing Strike coming in as well. There's the Impale. Skewmon drops across the wall afterwards, but it's going to be a 3v2 in KC's favor in just a moment, and Skewmon's already down to half HP. Death charge onto LeBron. He'll dash across the wall, but Skewmon's falling lower. Good deadly flourish, and the curtains open. They'll go for LeBron instead of Skew, but Yahoo wants to take them too. Yahoo goes in. The Emperor's Divide back Caps, and Hansama will kill him off in the end. LeBron has paid for this aggression with his life, but in the end, the support a willing sacrifice.
And ends up getting caught. Now let's see if they've overrun it again.
As Ishtal's impact comes out, but there's the shield bot follow-up, and Yike is just too deep. He's already in the Tribush. There's a Battle Herald, but that Herald doesn't need to see any sign of war. The charge will now come in from Caps as Yike is already on the floor. Kana gets a knockback onto Broken Blade, but there's the knockup from Caps with the ripped held. Skewmon start falling into the backline as Kana's shortly falling afterwards. Knocked up and taken out by Caps, and Busio will follow suit sharpish. G2 just collapse on KC, and as you say, Rob, it's overinvestment.
The AD carries sit in mid lane and continue to wave clear. Han's down in a lot of trouble.
Spell Shield did block the dredge line, but you can't block both. As Kalis gets the shutdown. Nice positioning there from Busio and Yike to find a way, really, that G2 can easily use. Like Caps could TP up there, but it's pretty risky.
Yeah, it was always just a question of how much crystalline gems.
Overgrowth,
overgrowth were there.
Caps on the chase, Modern Shield. Trying to get that extra movement speed. LeBron getting in behind as well, as Kana does still have flash. A 2v1, a possibility. Jumps in, there's the Tibbers crash down as well. Caps waiting for the cooldowns. A good Magnet Storm will pull Kana back. It's easy to focus on the fact that Skewmon has aided the kills, and yes, he has done a great job, but LeBron has been there so often, finding these stuns, finding these knockups, and there's another one to follow up onto Yike. Busio goes in with the dredge line and the depth charge, and Impale only landing onto Skewmon. Yike getting chased out by his enemy jungler, and the rest of G2 trying to collapse around the side. Another Shattering Strike across the wall. The Emperor's Divide just divides some space, but it buys nothing at all, really. Yike dies, and G2 might just turn their attentions across towards the Baron.
Yeah, buys G2 a ticket to the Purple Worm, and they're going to be happy to take that trip. G2 collapsing so well every time. They've so much damage, so much CC, and KC just can't fight back.
We've got no Ultimates up here for KC, but Yahoo's trying to put some soldiers into the mix-up. Kana TP's in, has that shield from the teleport. 4,000 on the Baron, a good shot blast onto the backline. Skewmon and Hansama fall low. Kalis goes in with the fourth shot, but can't find it. LeBron with the Magnet Storm claims away from Kalis. G2 wants to retreat, and Broken Blade's going to be forfeit for it. Kalis on a killing spree, but G2 get out with the bounce.
G2 will be more than happy with that trade. KC with no jungler can only really stand and watch. Kalis with the idea comes close to stealing away the Baron, but not close enough. Now Kana, the target.
Skewmon goes in with the Grand Starfall. Aegis assault for the movement speed as well, and there's the shield walk for the chase. There was a TP in by Caps as well, down to the bottom Tribush. Kana thinks he's out, but Caps has other ideas. Hansama gifted the kill. Try and close that gold gap to Kalist, and Skewmon will go in and steal away some cap. Reacts in time, did have the rocket belt, decided flash the better form of valor as he goes in with the Emperor's Divide. Yahoo gonna get stunned up underneath the tower. LeBron tanking it. Now it goes over to Skewmon, and a couple of shots will be enough to take him down. Hansama, the one the backline, forces Yahoo down. Caps will die. Yike loses the defenses of his tower and loses his life alongside it.
Is a lot more about the early game. If they can build that lead and ride that wave, they simply dominate their opposition. Now, KC's looking to fight back.
Yahoo goes on to Skewmon. Emperor's Divide gets him back. He does have a Guardian Angel, but there are 3 demons surrounding him right now. Kana goes in. There's the GA on Skewmon. Busio trying to get in with those staggering blows, but with an unstoppable also into a decimating smash. Oh, Broken Blade yelling timber as KC are getting felled. Yike forced away. And on towards the top side, Kana's taken out by Caps. Kalis chased out by LeBron. A crash down just as the blue wall comes crashing around him. Kalis taken out. Yike, the last man standing for KC.
Baron will likely be their next big objective as, Broken Blade in a lot of trouble.
Trying to go for BB, who flashes across the wall. Caps looking for that stun. Busio goes in with the dredge line, the Magnet Storm landing on towards the backline. Skewmon stunned against the wall, impaled as well, but Skewmon is not the only threat. Caps gets a double. Skewmon eats up all of the resources of Yike, and now G2 can just look to push in. Skewmon trying to steal away this Scuttle Crab as well, won't manage to do so. Skew needs one more kill to tie the most kills ever from a Pantheon in the LEC. He and Jankos hold that record, and he wants it on Yike. I mean, Yike, yeah, you've gone the wrong way. Oracles will spot you out. Skewmon 2 levels up on his enemy jungler, and the Scorpion Sting has no venom. LeBron here to help out. Yike's going to heal up with a Protoplasm Harness, but he's only delaying the inevitable
from G2.
Oh, they're looking to collapse on the Caps, though.
Well, and sometimes you go fishing and you bring up an old shoe, sometimes you get a fish, sometimes you get a monstrous fire bear. It happens.
They need a bunch of mistakes to come through, but it very much looks like they're here in the spring finals of 2026. We're going to Game 5.
I don't think Busio gets away from this.
I don't think he escapes either. Unfortunately, though, Skewmond isn't here to get his 13th kill.
But they're TPing in onto this
They're
behind the others.
TPing to try and collapse onto Skewmond and Lebrov as Busio is forced away. Protoplasm heals him up. He's going to start tanking a tower in a second. Lebrov is low. Magnet Storm doing quite a lot of work as Skewmond doesn't have that Guardian Angel, but with Ishtar's impact coming in, he's able to flash across the wall and Broken Blade stops Yike from charging further forward. With that unstoppable onslaught, Skewmond will be able to reset and Starfall back in, although he's going to get hit with a bouncing grenade just as he recalls.
Very lucky, because 10 seconds until the Dragon. This will be sold for G2, but in fact, it's KC now who are set up in the area.
The 10,000 gold lead for G2. Everywhere they look, they're scraping silver off the floor as Broken Blade falls low and is going to be put into the zombie form. Kalist tries to flash away, but Hansama flashes and won't let him escape yet, who dies with the bouncing blades. As Skewmond comes in for the cleanup, it's a double for Hansama. And try as they might, KC can't control G2.
I mean, that really was a best case scenario for KC, but it simply isn't enough. They are too far behind. Only Busio is left standing, and G2 will forego the Dragon in favor of the Nexus.
They just want to try and end the game. Busio, try as you might, cannot clear out these barred up minions. And they're just going to start to push it towards the Nexus.
Windtip is there to tank as well.
Skewmond needs
keep
one
the minions
more.
alive
He needs
for a
one
while.
more.
Skewmond needs one more to be the LEC leader, but Cats takes it away. There's one goat here, and his name starts with C. We're going to all 5. What other way to round out spring here in the LEC?
Smiles on the faces of Caps as they're able to bounce back in Game 4. A scary start as KC found the 2v2 kill, but we go to Game 5 and we go to Law standing by with Broken Blade next to the stage.